will kick it away to start us off. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So Northwestern's offense will get the first swing of the game. And there he is. To this team's fans, he is a heroic figure. He is the guy who can lead them to the promised land.
This guy has been in big games, in big moments, and he's delivered for his football team. It never seems like a situation is just too big for him. This obviously is a huge game. I cannot wait to see this guy compete.
Bunch formation, trying to spring a guy free. Give to the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. And the Wildcats want to crank the tempo.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball.
So already they've hit a speed bump on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 8. To the air, it's right. They're trying to get to it. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes.
And that is how you silence this raucous crowd. Defensively on the road. First drive of the game, setting the tone, getting a huge sack on 3rd down.
Northwestern will send out the punt team. 3 and out, and just like that, they'll have to give it up. No fair catches here, looking for room. He's got great speed. The speed, the shiftiness, the elusiveness, all on display in that sweet return there. The Buckeyes offense has its first opportunity of the day. One thing to keep an eye on in this game, when they get a back isolated on a linebacker, who wins that matchup?
Quarterback likes the matchup, but this linebacker, he's different, man. Not only is he a hitter, he's got the athleticism to cover people, too.
Normally you say that's a win for the running back. The running back on a linebacker, I win, but this guy is different. Interested to watch this matchup.
Couldn't connect on that last play. Now 2nd and 10 from the 42. They'll try the run. A 6-yard pickup that leaves them with 3rd and 4. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fake.
Got it! And he'll take it all the way. They couldn't bring him down. Touchdown, Ohio State!
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they get it into the end zone on a 36-yard touchdown pass. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
Firing to the right, complete. And oh, he was off to the races after the catch, and they finally drag him down. Want to move quickly. Looking to throw, it's right. Working the middle, it's complete. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down.
I love the QB where he holds it, he holds it, he holds it just long enough to let the receiver run the drag route, and then he puts it out in front of him so he can catch it on the run in stride and then turn upfield to use his speed.
They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27. Northwestern ready to dial one up on first down. Looking for room, it's Porter.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big game now, but down the road, third, fourth quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
On second down, he'll let it fly. And the pass hits, picked off. Looking for more room. The 20, past the 10. Touchdown, Buckeyes. How about that D coming up with a play like that? What a play by this defense with the pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick six. From inside the 10, here he comes. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Wildcats have it back to Northwestern offense headed out. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Offense in the hurry-up. To the air, it's right. Unloads to the right. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, it was a good throw, it was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
The D thinking bring some heat on third and long from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. Pocket starts to... He's taking the shot. That ball is intercepted at the goal line. Bringing it back. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
He'll start this drive firing. He's going to fire deep. Brings it down on the right side. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. They used a chunk play to cross midfield, and they've got it first and 10 just outside the 40. Safe completion on the screen. They make the stop, but a good pickup there on first down.
Guys out the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down. The Buckeyes may be leaders in the modern game, but this has an old-school, vintage Buckeye feel to it when they move the ball on the ground.
And Ohio State's done it year after year, and it's player after player, but
Makes the grab. Got open on the post and then had no regard for his body in making that catch.
exactly right. You know you're going to get hit a lot of times coming over the middle of the field, but he runs that post, lays out, makes the play for his quarterback. That's a tough hombre.
They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. And this was just a low man wins battle right on the doorstep of the goal line, and the defense comes up with the stop. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. They'll try it again from the one on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Ohio State. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance.
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
Winning those individual 6-second battles every play, time after time after time after time, and that leads to a victory here.
And I love when teams go out and play like it's sudden death. Like if they lose the game, their entire season is over. This game wasn't for the national championship, but you wouldn't know that watching this winning team, David. Tremendous effort and tremendous execution.
I love competitive people. I love competitive coaches. I love competitive teams that they know that their job is to go out and get a W no matter where you play. You want to play in the parking lot? We'll go meet you. Great job of this team being ready, getting the W.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Hello there and welcome to the old horseshoe in the banks of the Olentangy, home to the Ohio State Buckeyes, one of the great settings in sport, and man, this place is rocking today. It's a late season, top 25 matchup here. Two teams that have earned the right to be ranked will test each other, and there's big playoff implications. As we'll see the number 15 team in the country, the Indiana Hoosiers, taking on the second-ranked team, the Ohio State Buckeyes. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. The Buckeyes will kick this away, start us off. Doesn't bring the kick out, touchback. They'll start at the 25. So the Indiana Hoosiers offense going to get the chance to start this game off. Here comes that star wide receiver with the swag that kind of rubs opponents the wrong way, Kirk, because he's saying, I don't care who you are, I'm going to embarrass you today.
Well, Chris, there's a rumor that this guy actually DMs the opposing corners before the game that he's going to go up against, as if to say, hey, it's going to be a long day for you today. But the wild thing is he actually comes out and single-handedly unravels defenses to the point that by the end, it looks like he's in the heads of the opposing secondary.
Trying the old counter play here. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
Just underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. The pocket breaking down. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete. And the Hoosiers will have to kick it away. That's the first punt today for the offense. He was hoping that would check up, but a big bounce sends it into the end zone for a touchback. So Ohio State's offense takes the field. Our first chance to see them today. All right, Kirk, let's take a quick look at the impact players for today's game and how they're going to affect the outcome.
These are your leaders on the field and in the locker room. These are your go-to guys, not only when you need a play to be made, but also when you need somebody to rally your...
And look, he's going to take a shot right away. That one is incomplete. Took a downfield shot on first down, but missed it.
Chris, that's a classic case of predetermining what to do with the football. You've got this incredibly talented receiver, arguably the best athlete on the field. I get it. You want to get him the football, but throwing into double coverage, that's a no-no and a great way to throw picks.
Tackle is finally made, but the offense will set up now at the 44. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Scanning the field. It's Howard. And he'll loft it to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
Well, what a job by the offensive coordinator going to that 5 wide receiver set, creating the one-on-one matchups, finding the most favorable matchup, and then going to that receiver for the score.
Extra point splits the uprights. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. And here comes the Indiana offense back out on the field. They were forced to punt last time. Can they get this offense going finally? Get some points out of this possession. Thrown quickly, caught in the right flat. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play. Second down after that run on the previous play. Oh, here comes the reverse. Tackled way behind the line. He'll lose 6 there.
Boy, this defense is strong up front. Linebackers are flying downhill, able to make plays against this run game. Now they get this offense to another third down. Now you pressure that quarterback and try to build on the lead.
And he decides to just throw it away. That's going to bring up 4th down now. The Hoosiers bring their punt team onto the field. And he'll kick it away now for the second time. No fair catch. He feels the punt. And the coverage team able to bring him down. Here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. They scored a touchdown on their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. Big takeaway, now looking for a big return. Touchdown, Hoosiers. And the defense joins the party with a pick six. How about that, Kirk? A defensive touchdown to tie this football game.
Well, you only get a handful of those in an entire season. To be able to come up with that in this game, to tie the game, is just big time by this defense, and it gets them right back where they need to be.
Return begins inside the 10. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Off the play fake, looking to throw. And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here. And the pass is intercepted as he throws into double coverage that time. Going to take it all the way in. Pick six. Touchdown, Indiana. And a pick six. A monster play by this defense here, Kirk.
That defender showed a lot of athletic ability there with the ball in his hands. I wouldn't be surprised if the head coach watching that thought about maybe giving him some reps as a returner after that touchdown.
And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. He's brought down at the 28. That's where the drive will start. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. It'll be interesting to see if this quarterback can bounce back. He threw a pick six in the last possession. Grab down the middle. It's Smith. They get him down at the 41, but that's good enough for a first down. They bring him down, but the veteran quarterback shows off that trademark arm strength. First down, looking to throw the ball. Trying to extend the play. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down.
You know, this is the one thing I love about this running back is his ability to get involved in the pass game. Runs a great route, just doesn't come down with a catch.
Dropping back. It's Howard. He's moving out of the pocket. Lets it go on the move. Launching deep. Deep shot caught inside the 25.
A huge play by this offense. Good timing between the quarterback and the receiver. You can see the quarterback wanted to put that ball away from the defender up high. And how about the receiver? Adjust to that ball thrown to the outside. Does a nice job of getting his...
Got space looking for the end zone here. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Ohio State.
I'll tell you what, a screen pass is tough to do, but when executed well, the result is this. Perfectly timed by the quarterback to drop it off to the back, gets the big lineman in front of him, all the way to the end zone for a touchdown.
And he'll lead the kickoff right there. They'll start from the 25. And the Hoosiers offense is back out there on the field. They're coming off a quick 3 and out, so looking to put something together on this drive. Got him, he's sacked.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
Second down, we're going to throw it. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag, doesn't get it. Brings up third down. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. He flips it to the back across the middle. Defense able to stop him. It's fourth down now. And the Hoosiers will bring their punt team onto the field. He's got an opening. Watch out, he's got great speed. He's brought down, but a good effort to make something of that return. And the Ohio State offense comes back onto the field. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. And looking to throw now on first down. He'll take a deep shot. This one is broken up and falls incomplete.
But, Chris, the offense takes a shot downfield, and this defender does a great job of making a play on the ball. Not only that, he tips that ball up into the air. Good chance for the defense to come up with an interception there.
And they finally stop him, but a decent gain that time. Solid gain on the running play. Third down now. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. The pass rush closing in. A bullet, but it's incomplete. Brings up 4th down.
How about the call here? They go with the screen on 3rd down and short. You don't see that called very often. They're not able to even complete the pass, so no chance at a conversion. So we got 4th and short.
And he's throwing for it on 4th down. That's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Great defensive play on 4th down. 1st down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? They're going to run it here. And brought down at the line with that big defensive tackle.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
To the air, it's Rourke. He's got his man in the open field. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. Takes it all the way to the house. Touchdown, Hoosiers.
Well, that's a well-oiled machine right there. Everyone on this offense has been a star in their roles. And when they're rolling like this, it results in quick and positive result.
It's blocked. It's picked up by the offense. This is a live ball. So after his PAT was blocked, the kicker is out there again to boot it away. The kickoff, a little too hot to handle, goes through the end zone for a touchback. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. Remember, last time they went for it on 4th down and got stopped, and the opponent went right down the field. See if they can recover from that here. That's reeled in. It's Tate. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36.
Boy, another great throw and catch here by the Buckeyes, and it just makes you think back how far this offense has come from the days of being known of 3 yards in a cloud of dust to now being one of the more efficient passing offenses in the country. Year after year, you go back to Cardell Jones and J.T. Barrett, all the way back to Troy Smith, and most recently with C.J. Stroud and Justin Fields. Just another great quarterback that we're watching here today for the Buckeyes.
We'll see if they can keep the production up heading into the 2nd period. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a 1st down. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football, and now it's 2nd down. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. QB tries it again here on 2nd and 10. Caught over the middle. It's Smith. They get him down quickly. Not much of a gain on that completion.
They're able to get a short gain to make this 3rd down a little bit more manageable. But it is 3rd and long, so this offensive line's got to be ready, do a good job of communicating, and pick up any potential blitzes here on 3rd and long.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. He'll take a deep shot here. Catch made down inside the 15-yard line. Touchdown, Buckeyes. What an offensive showcase in the early going.
Boy, this guy has a knack for the end zone, doesn't he? That's 2 touchdowns for this guy today, and I don't know if he's done yet.
Extra point puts it in front by 1. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. Your returner from inside the 10-yard line. Tackle at the 22. Good job by the coverage team. And here comes the Indiana offense back out on the field. Each offense has been clicking, scoring touchdowns in their last possessions. Big guys up front lined up. It's 1st down. The DB's backing off from the line now. Play action here on 1st down. Looking for his big tight end. Looks downfield and finds a receiver who worked his way wide open. One play moves the ball to the 44. It'll be 1st down. Looking downfield. It's Rourke. And it's intercepted. Beautiful timing there. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
He didn't really seem to feel like he had anybody open. He just puts it up in the air, and the defense says, thank you, we'll take it.
The offense, excellent field position to start this drive. And the wideout goes in motion. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Here's a screen pass to the running back. They're finally able to stop him, but the defense is fooled a bit on that screen play. It's a solid gain for a first down.
Well, this is great execution here on this screen play to the running back to pick up big yards and a first down. I think in the process, Chris, they send a message to the defense. You can rush our quarterback all you want, but when you do, you better be careful because we're going to throw the screen on you.
They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain. The Buckeyes are going to cash in here in the red zone. Just trucks the man. And they've got him at the 5. Great run to set up scoring position here.
Chris, what I love here is just the vision by the running back. Showing great patience, the hole opens up, and then he's able to use his speed to pick up some good yards.
Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. And that's incomplete, even on a first down pass attempt. He felt heavy pressure. 2nd and goal for the offense. They'll try to power it in right up the middle. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Ohio State. That's a test of toughness and a test of will, and the running back won that one.
Yeah, that's a great effort. Love to see running backs get the knees up and run through those potential arm tackles. That's what makes him one of the top backs in the country.
Now the kickoff team is out on the field. Return begins inside the 10. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. And here comes the Indiana offense back out on the field. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. Opening play of the drive, he looks right for a completion. Breaks clear, end zone ahead. Inside the 10. No stopping him, takes it all the way. Touchdown, Indiana. Simple throw, all the yards after the catch. Explosive play by the receiver to score.
Just a dynamic, athletic playmaker. As simple as you said, Chris, just throw him the football, he makes a catch, and then all the fireworks are after the catch, and this defense just unable to corral him.
Now the important point after attempt. And there's the point after.
Kick is good.
Getting set to kick the ball off now.
Ohio State 28, Indiana 27.
Fielded near the end line. He's going to come out with it. He's got some daylight, turning on the speed. On the move. Can he make it? All the way for a touchdown. We knew this returner was a dangerous guy. That was an electrifying play all the way to the house.
Chris, it was great blocking, but the guy just looked so natural back there. As far as once he got his hands on the ball, it was like he was setting up his blocks, knowing exactly where he wanted to go. And then once he hit it right around midfield, nobody was catching.
The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. Return here from inside the 15-yard line. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen. That's good coverage there. And the Hoosiers offense is back out there on the field. Last time out, a one-play touchdown drive through the air. Can he keep it going here? Takes the handoff and tests the left side. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. And they don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
How aggressive will they be on this first down play? Back to pass. It's Rourke. There's a fastball, but it's intercepted. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
Chris, he's just trying to find the hole in his own coverage. But, as you know, those windows can open and close pretty quickly, especially in the middle of the field. So the timing's got to be just right, or you're going to see an interception like this.
He's got it for a big gain. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Love to see an aggressive mindset following sudden change. The quick strike here. The defense barely has a chance to even get set up and get established before they have to deal with a big shot taken over their head.
Looking to throw it on first down. Pass caught. Can he get in? Brought down at the 2 after the catch. The offense close to punching it in. That's a nice pickup there. They find some space in the zone and pick up the first down.
Yeah, really nice call here, Chris, to be able to pick up this first down on this drag route. The quarterback does a nice job of being patient, waiting for that window to open.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
Chris, it's a great touchdown run here by this back, but the continuity of this offensive line was on display. That's the reason he was able to get into the end zone.
Point after makes it a 15-point game. The kickoff team is on the field to move this one away. And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. Stop at the 22. That's pretty solid coverage there. And here comes the Indiana offense back out on the field. Time is running out before halftime to cut into this now 2-possession lead. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Lets it fly to the wideout. And it falls incomplete. The defensive pressure hurried the throw that time.
Chris, we're all guilty of this. We all look at the big plays, the quarterbacks, the offense, how many points, how many yards. And sometimes we overlook the most important aspect of the game, the offensive line. You've got to do a good job consistently protecting the quarterback, and it all comes down to the offensive line. And here, they hurry the quarterback, and they blow up.
Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. That is a huge play. Finally brought down at the 46-yard line. And a timeout is called. Important stage late here in the second quarter. The offense really clicking here. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Off target and incomplete. Here's the second down play. Back to throw again. Looking for the wideout. Catch is made. Room to run here. Touchdown, Hoosiers. This quarterback on fire today.
Love to watch this quarterback go out and execute in this kind of situation. He's doing a great job of ignoring the scoreboard and feeling a sense of pressure to have to play with more urgency. Right now, he's executing. We're only in the second quarter. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
And they tack on the extra point. So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. And this won't be returnable out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the powerful Buckeye offense back onto the field. A little bit of my turn, your turn on the early going here. Both offenses scoring touchdowns their last possession. Looking to make a play deep downfield. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
You know, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
But this one is broken up and falls incomplete.
We finally see a changeup from this defense. It has been a long game for this defensive coordinator. A lot of touchdown passes. They finally find a way to affect the timing between the quarterback and his receivers by getting pressure.
And now the defense will call a timeout before this critical down, just to get everybody on the same page. Check this out. The offense still on the field, going for it inside their own 30. Fourth down, looking to throw for it. Looking for his back. The QB throws his third pick of the day. And that's a solid return after the interception.
Boy, this defense is doing an outstanding job of baiting this quarterback into throwing the ball into coverage. That's their third interception now in the game.
Looks to his left and makes the completion. And he spins around the defender to earn a few extra yards. They'll crank up the tempo here with the clock ticking down. Second down. To throw, it's Rourke. Pressure is coming. And the junior able to get home with the sack. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play. And the crowd coming to life here, trying to help this defense down in the red zone. And that one is over everyone's head beyond the end zone and incomplete. So here on fourth down, out comes the field goal team. Right down the middle.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. Not surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. Then he'll run out of bounds after picking up a few yards on the play. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half.
Boy, positive yards there on 1st and 10. Good job up front by that offensive line. Good hard running by this running back. And now you got a lot of options. That playbook can really open up on 2nd and inches.
Time ticking away. Time for just one more play before halftime. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Going for a big play downfield. And it's incomplete. They tried a desperation pass there as time runs out in the first half. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in Columbus for an entertaining first half than you? Toughest job inside that stadium right now might just be the scoreboard operator after all those first downs and touchdowns. Big plays have defined this one, thanks to 2 of the best receiving corps in all of college football. Let's see if these defenses can adjust and make the necessary chess moves. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to start the second half.
All right, Kevin, thank you. We appreciate the breakdown. The Hoosiers will kick it deep to begin the second half. Long kickoff, no chance for a return. It'll be a touchback. Here comes the powerful Ohio State offense onto the field. First down here for this offense. Back to throw. It's Howard. Looking for a deep completion. Defense breaks it up. Nice play. Incomplete.
Well, they come out firing here to start this second half. They didn't make this completion, but I think it sends a clear message to this defense that the adjustments that this offense is going to make is that they're going to be aggressive and they're going to look for their one-on-one opportunities.
Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up 3rd down. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. And the back now goes in motion. Oh, and another incompletion.
You know, Chris, this offense has had a big day today. That first half, they seemed to be moving the ball almost every time they had a possession. They were putting points up on the board. Now to start this 3rd quarter, they don't convert here on 3rd down. They have so much confidence. I would be shocked to see them still go for this here.
Buckeyes with 1st and 10 here. And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. Tackle, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 45.
Well, these are the type of runs that begin to wear down your defense psychologically. Already have the lead, come out with a nice big gain, and this defense is thinking, oh no, here we go again. Really nice statement here to get this second half started.
And it's complete. What a grab by the receiver right near the sideline.
Boy, what a throw and catch again by the Ohio State Buckeye offense. You think about how Ohio State has been able to really grow over the years. Go back and think about Chris Carter back in the 80s and Joey Galloway in the 90s. And, of course, most recently with Garrett Wilson and Chris Olave, Jackson Smith and Jigba. So many great receivers, and it's been fun to watch this young man today.
Using his legs, it's Henderson. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Because that play just didn't have much of a chance at all from the snap. Quarterback hands this off and just nowhere to go. It's almost like the defense was anticipating the play call, and they put themselves in a position to come up with a nice...
There's a shot toward the end zone. And the pass is dropped. Incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on 4th down.
And here comes the Indiana offense back out on the field. They settled for a field goal in the last possession. They're looking for the end zone, no doubt, here. Grab down the middle. It's Porton. Football comes out. The defense recovers the fumble. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Looking to pass. It's Howard. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Catch made in the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State.
That is great job here by this offense, taking advantage of a big opportunity provided to them by their own defense after that turnover. And why wait? They get aggressive, make the throw, and it pays off for a touchdown.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. They're returning from inside the 10-yard line. And the coverage team brings him down at the 26. And the Hoosiers offense is back out there on the field. They are really in a hole here, and that turnover in the last possession did not help. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. They'll run it here. It's the running back with the ball. And the defense smothers him for no gain.
How about this defense? Just so physical against the run. These guys have not been able to do anything on the ground, and it's because of that defensive line and those linebackers taking away the run game.
And he breaks the tackle on the way to a solid gain there. Urgency now for the offense that hates to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. That was an excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
He'll field the punt. was a dangerous returner. Found a good lane there. They finally get him, but excellent field position at the start of this drive. Here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. Remember, last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here, or will the defense come up with a stop? Running out of time in the pocket. Decides not to throw it and will take an enormous loss on this segment. So behind the 6, second and long from their 14. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Back to pass. It's Howard. And they heave it deep downfield. Tried to go very deep there. Good effort. Now it's third down.
It's pretty simple as a defensive coordinator. When the quarterback drops back to throw, if we get pressure on him, we got a chance to slow him down and win the football game. If we don't, could be a long afternoon. Good job here by dialing up the pressure.
Makes the catch downfield. He stopped short of the marker, so it's fourth down now.
Well, that's a good job by this offense to at least get some positive yards. They kind of put themselves in a tough spot getting behind the sticks. But now, after that big gain, let's see what happens.
Needs a completion here on fourth down. He's got it. Enough for a first down. They stop him at the 47, but that's enough for a first down. Tackle made, but a strong arm throw by the senior quarterback. The Buckeyes starting a new series here on 1st and 10. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Caught near the goal line. And they stop him just short. The defense really backed up now. It's 1st and goal. The Buckeyes looking to keep this drive rolling. 1st and goal, handoff. Touchdown, Buckeyes. This offense really clicking. But they'll try to add the lead now with the PAT. After the PAT, they go up 19. Well, this one ended up being a blowout. They get the W, but they also make a pretty strong statement here today.
Yeah, I thought this game would be a lot closer, at least closer than how things ended up. But give credit to this team for coming out with a good game plan and just dominating the game.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.